الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. استووا واستقيموا يرحمكم الله. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. ألم تر إلى الذين أوتوا نصيبا من الكتاب يدعون إلى كتاب الله ليحكم بينهم ثم يتولى فريق منهم وهم معرضون ذلك بأنهم قالوا لن تمسنا النار إلا أياما معدودات وغرهم في دينهم ما كانوا يفترون فكيف إذا جعلناكم وهم معرضون فكيف إذا جمعناهم لفي يوم لا ريب فيه ووفيت كل نفس ما كسبت وهم لا يظلمون قل اللهم مالك الملك تؤتي الملك من تشاء وتنزع الملك ممن تشاء وتعز من تشاء وتذل من تشاء بيدك الخير إنك على كل شيء قدير تولج الليل في النهار وتولج النهار في الليل وتخرج الحي من الميت وتخرج الميت من الحي وترزق من تشاء بغير حساب لا يتخذ المؤمنون الكافرين أولياء من دون المؤمنين ومن يفعل ذلك فليس من الله في شيء إلا أن تتقوا منهم تقاه ويحذركم الله نفسه وإلى الله المصير. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، الرحمن الرحيم، مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم، صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. قل إن تخفوا ما في صدوركم أو تبدوه يعلمه الله، ويعلم ما في السماوات وما في الأرض، والله على كل شيء قدير. يوم تجد كل نفس ما عملت من خير محضرا، وما عملت من سوء تود لو أن بينها وبينه أمدا بعيدا، ويحذركم الله، والله رؤوف بالعباد. ويحذركم الله نفسه، والله رؤوف بالعباد. قل إن كنتم تحبون الله فاتبعوني يحببكم الله ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم، والله غفور رحيم. قل أطيعوا الله والرسول، فإن تولوا فإن الله لا يحب الكافرين. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين بسمه سبحانه وإن من شيء إلا يسبح بحمده. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. A couple of days ago, I was having discussion with Brother Tendri here, and we talk about Zalzala, the earthquake that happened last month in Turkey, right? And for some of us who don't have like a big understanding of, can get a good picture of what the hikmah or the wisdom behind the earthquake, sometimes it hurts our faith, our iman, right, towards Allah, right? So here there's a discussion in the book of Baiduzaman Said Nursi, 24th word. I would like to refer to you to there if you want to see the detail of the discussion. Here I'm just going to say what I understand. If anything true is coming from Allah, and all the credit I give to Baiduzaman. If anything wrong, I get all the blame, inshallah. So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها وأخرجت الأرض أثقالها وقال الإنسان ما لها إلى آخر. When the earth is shaken to its utmost convulsion, and the earth throws up its burdens from within, and man cries distress, what is the matter with it? On that day will it degrade its duties. For that your sustainer will have given it inspiration, or wahy, right? So the first question comes to mind is, the fear and despair at further earthquakes is destroying the nightly rest of most of the people in most areas, right? Like the earthquake happens in one area, but like the people around it get some, distress, inconvenience, right? What is the reason for the terrible this adab, right? The answer, the drunk, worldly songs, sung by ladies, the songs, are broadcast by means of the radio. And this earthquake happened in 1939. So it's like 23 years ago, 24 years ago, right? And at that time, there was a radio that broadcast this kind of, a sin, right? Because it's worldly songs and carried out by ladies, which is one of the fitna that Islamically being regarded the most, right? By means of the radio during the Tarawih prayers, and it happens during Ramadan too, of the month of Ramadan in every corner of the blessed center of Islam. Back then, it's in the Ottoman Empire, resulted in the torment of this fear. So sometimes when we look at this kind of situation, these events, like we look at the news and they're gonna talk about like, oh, the rock is hitting each other, the latitude of some place is like going down. That's only Dahiri sabab, right? The apparent reason. But Islamically, we need to look at this in spiritual manner, because one of the example is when Umar radiallahu anhu was in the top, in the Khalifa, he had become a Khalifa, and there is earthquake happening, and then he said to the people, if you guys still keep doing what you are doing, meaning doing the sin, I'm going to leave you, because nobody can save you. So it's not like, like worldly matter. It's more like spiritual matter, right? Second question, why aren't these blows or this adab not happening at the unbelievers in the other countries, in their countries, like in the non-Muslim countries? Why are they sent to the Muslim? The answer, just as the punishment for big mistakes and crimes is postponed and made in big centers, and the punishment for small crimes is made quickly in small centers, for the wisdom, the recompense of the greater part of the unbelievers' crime is postponed to the last judgment, or Mahkamatul Kubra, later in the Akhirah, right? While the punishment for the believers' faults is partly given in this world. So the same as if we do something wrong in this world, like you pass through like red light, you get the punishment immediately, right? But if you like, I don't know, like rob a bank, then your punishment, like even your court will be all the way, later on, right? The same like the biggest sin that Allah cannot forgive is kufr, right? Which because in other discussion is because like tahkir, like belittling whatever you guys do, like you are praying for the sake of Allah and they are like kind of mocking you. In other discussion, detailed discussion, you can read from there too. Why kufr is very like is a very big sin, right? Next question, what is the reason for this disaster which arises from the wrongdoing of a few individuals? Okay, it's not all of us are doing, right? Just like few people are doing. Occurring to degree wide scale throughout the region, but everybody, like a lot of people got the result, right? But why like for a few people, a lot of people got the effect, right? The general disaster results from the wrongdoing of the majority. Most people, in effect, participate in the action of those individuals by supporting them either fi'lan, or with actively supporting, or iltidaman, or morally, like you say like, oh, it's good that he's doing that, meaning like you actually like morally like supporting it, like some I don't need to mention the people, like there's some group of people try to massacre a group of people, and they couldn't do it, and some of the remaining of that people like later on and now is doing dulum to other people, and you say, I wish they kill all of them. It's actually like what they do is the dulum, but if you say that so, you're morally actually participating in that dulum, right? Or in iltihakan, in the some connection, like if you have connection, like you are in the same group of somebody and the somebody doing dulum, and you say like you're like silent, then you're like in connection, you are doing like actually like contributing to that dulum, right? So even though the one who do the dulum is actually like small people, because of this reason, actually we are like a lot of us contributing into it, right? Since this disaster of an earthquake results from wrongdoing and repayment for sins, why are innocent and those not at fault struck by it? So like, okay, like a lot of like some few people doing wrongdoing, but like a lot of innocent, right? A child and like mothers, women, they got what do you call die in the earthquake, right? Like our short mind cannot grasp the whole picture of it, right? How does Adatullah, the divine justice, permits this? This actually concern the answer is this actually concerned to divine destiny or qadr. In one ayat it said, وَاتَّقُوا فِتْنَةً لَا تُصِيبَنَّ الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا مِنْكُمْ خَاصَةً. And fear the bala or musibah, which affects not only those who do wrong. Because this world is a field of taklif, right? Trial and imtihan, examination, and a place of striving, struggle, where man is accountable for his actions. Accountability and examination require the truth or hakikat remains veiled or remains hidden, so that through competition and striving, the Abu Bakr may rise to the ala iliyin, and Abu Jahl may enter among the lowest of the low. Like the same as if you go to exam, if everybody knows the answer, then everybody can an A, right? So what's the point? Nobody knows like who is smart, like working hard. Nobody knows who is like going low. The same here, Allah like covering a lot of truth for our imtihan, our what do you call exam. So some of us can become, alay, go to like higher degree. Some of us can, can we go to examination, right? If the innocent remain untouched by such disaster, the Abu Jahl would submit just like Abu Bakr. They will be the same because they saw immediately, right? The door of spiritual and moral progress, or tarakki in Arabic, through striving would be closed and the mystery of accountability spoiled, right? What then is the share of the madlum, the one who, the innocent, of divine mercy and justice? What is their benefit then? For them, there is a manifestation of rahmat within disaster. Within the disaster, there is rahmat, right? Number one is their transient or funny property of the innocent becomes like sadaqah, like alms, like sadaqah or zakat, and becomes eternal. Number two, through shaheed or martyrdom earns them for their transient life a permanent life. They become, shaheed, right? because of the musibah, right? Next question, why does the one who is adil, all just, and rahim, all compassionate, qadir, all powerful, and hakim, all wise, not give the punishment for only the wrongdoers, but inflicts a mighty earthquake? How is this in accordance with the beauty of his mercy, rahmat, and his all-encompassing power, or qudrat? The answer, Qadirul Jalal, or Allah, gives numerous duties to each element, and through each duty causes them to produce numerous different results. If one result of an element duties is ugly, evil, or calamitous, the other good results make this result good also. If the element is prevented from that duty so that the single ugly result will not occur, then the good result will be abundant. And so, since not doing necessary good is evil, the evil result will occur to the number of the abundant good results. Like the same as knife, right, or fire. Like fire can burn something, right? And then, like, if you see like, oh, because fire burned my car, then fire is not good. So we need to, reject fire altogether. But we don't see like 100 or maybe 1,000 good result out of it. Without fire, we don't have, machinery. Without fire, we don't have airplane, right? Like a lot of like 1,000 good result. The same as knife too, right? Knife can stab people and kill people. And then like, if you only look at, oh, this knife kill people, so we need to reject the knife. Then there will be no like good food, right? There's no, there's no machinery, there's no factories, right? The neglectful and heedless, or ahlu ghaflat, consider the earthquake resulted from a fault in the rock. Like I said, like materialism or naturalism. They say like it's something natural, and it's also simply a chance event. It's only a chance, and it's a random event, right? It's not from godly or divine something, right? They do not see the spiritual or non-material causes and result. Is there any truth behind this, right? It has no reality, the answer, other than misguidance or dalala. Because even the smallest fly, the small fly, the wing of the fly, it can be, it is with purpose, right? It can be, transparent, it can be with color, it can be with, circle shape or even like square shape, depending on the place that it lives. What I'm trying to say is like, it has connection with the design is such that it fits the situation. It means it's designed by Allah, right? Even the smallest thing. How come like the biggest thing like earthquake is random, without any purpose, right? Because it's also creation, right? For example, For example, if one man shot another man with a rifle, if the man who fired the shot is entirely disregarded and only the gunpowder is in the pellet igniting is taken into consideration, the rights of the victim will be completely violated, right? And it would be the utmost foolishness. The same like if somebody shot a gun and you say like the one who killed the person is the gunpowder inside it, then the victim can say anything. You cannot take any accountability, right? So the one who shot the gun is the person, not the gunpowder. The same like if you explain like, oh, the earthquake is because of this, the latitude of something, moving, then it's like abandoning the fa'il, the one who does the most, right? The real doer, right? Another reason, when the truth of Quran is being attacked, it attracts calamities, musibah, and bala and tribulation. Like right now, it's going on around the world. Sometimes we misinterpret Quran, right? About hijab, about like something. Sometimes there is takfiri group, right? And also like misinterpreting jihad somewhere, right? But even salah for prayer in Turkey, there is a group of people who say, I don't pray prayer. Why? Because Quran say don't pray salah. In the Quran it says like la taqrabu salah, right? Don't get closer to salah. Then they ask like, go on then, finish the ayat. He say, I'm not a hafiz. I cannot continue. So sometimes they misinterpret the Quran, right? Or even in the translation, in tarjama, right? There is a lot of words that we cannot grasp. Not us, not the Quran is in the wrong. We cannot understand, right? Like the P is getting wahi, but wahi is for only prophet. There is an explanation for this. And iron is actually inzal in the Quran. It's like going down. It's not from the earth, right? But there is explanation for this. So I would like to finish this with hadith from Abu Dawud, where Rasulullah SAW said, when my ummah does 15 things, trouble or bala will come to them. Number one, when the wealth of the country not reach the general people, but gather in a few people in authority, like corruption, right? It's going on everywhere. So number two, when the people in authority consider the people's trust or the ownership of the country to be for their own benefit. It's also happening. Number three, when zakah is considered a loss, right? Meaning that you don't like to do zakah, don't want to pay zakah because you are not. It's also the same as not helping the fuqara, the poor, right? Number four, when the family leader or husband submits to the wife's command, meaning the woman becomes the family leader. This actually like destroy the balance of the family because in the Quran it's like ad-rijalu qawwamun 'ala nisa, right? The leader of the family, right? When one rebels against his or her mother, this it makes the family connection broken because mother is the one who maintain like the robul bait, the one who like maintain the situation. Sometimes like when son grows up, they have some dispute with the father, right? The one who maintained them is actually mother, right? Because man has some ego sometimes, right? Number six, when one prefers his or her best friend's affair over general people's affairs due to fanaticism and egoism, right? Number seven, when one makes his father suffer, the family system is destroyed, right? Because father is the head of the family. If you disregard the father or like not, what do you call, respecting the father, then the family system becomes destroyed, right? Number eight, when one speaks loudly at masjid, it's actually meaning like when you speak in the masjid for other purposes, like political purposes, can be personal purposes, on fanaticism. It's also happening right now. Right? When the most wretched person in the tribe becomes a leader of that tribe, it's also happening. Right? Comedian become president or something like that. When one favors someone whom he's scared when one favors someone whom he's scared of, because this is like the philosophy of like kind of Western philosophy. The right is with the powerful, not the right one. So when somebody has power, he has the right. Meanwhile, Islam says like whoever hold the truth is the right one, right? Hakikat is the utmost power actually, right? when Khamr is abundantly drunken, or the drink, what do you call it, alcohol, like we drink and like drinking a lot in a lot of places, right? I mean, I got an email from FYI, Family and Youth Institution. It's in America too. It says 30% of youth in America do 6 out of 10 bad habit. When I read the bad habit, I said like maybe just like I don't know, like smoking or coming late to the thing, but it's really big sin, like drinking alcohol. It's really, I mean, scary. I mean, when silk clothes are worn, it actually means when luxury life is the most important, because right now we're seeking luxury, right? Not not seeking luxury for the sake of Allah, like giving charity, or facilitating some halakha or something, but luxury become the most important. Number 13, female singers emerge. Number 14, when musical instruments become popular. And lastly, when those at the end of this time, this ummah, curse or disregard the first one, or our sheikh, or our companions. So I would like to finish with that hadith, inshallah. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.